Welcome to Legends of the Flame, where guardian dragons watch over the night, and every story is told in calm and quiet light. Tonight's tale begins in a quiet mountain valley where silver rain drifted slowly from a sky hidden behind clouds. The rain did not fall heavily, it did not rush, it simply touched the world with gentle care. It rested on leaves, slipped over stones, and gathered in clear pools beneath the moon. This peaceful place was called Rainspire Vale. It was a valley of misty cliffs, soft moss, sleeping trees, and streams that whispered through the dark. At night, the whole valley seemed to breathe slowly. The branches bowed, the rivers glowed, and the mountains disappeared behind veils of silver rain. High above the valley, on a stone spire touched by clouds, was a guardian dragon named Rainspire Watcher. His scales shimmered like pale moonstone. His wings carried a soft blue-white glow, and tiny lights rested along his mane and tail, like stars caught in falling rain. Rainspire Watcher was not a dragon of thunder. He did not roar at the sky. He did not chase lightning. He did not shake the mountains with fire. He simply listened. Each night, he rested upon his high stone perch, folded his wings close, and listened to the rain. He listened to drops on leaves. He listened to streams beneath roots. He listened to waterfalls hidden in the cliffs. And he listened for the small worries of the valley, the quiet ones no one else could hear. For Rainspire Watcher knew, peace was not always protected by strength. Sometimes, peace was protected by patience, sometimes by kindness, and sometimes by listening. One evening, as twilight faded into deep blue night, the rain changed its rhythm. Tap, tap, tap on the stone. Whisper, whisper, whisper through the leaves. Rainspire Watcher opened his glowing eyes. Something in the valley was unsettled. Not frightened, not in danger, only lost in the mist. The great dragon rose from his spire. Raindrops slipped from his wings like tiny stars. Then he stepped down the mountain path. Slowly, carefully, quietly. Though he was large, his claws touched the wet stone gently. He did not disturb the moss. He did not scatter the mist. He simply followed the sound of the rain. Down through the silver trees, past the soft green stones, to the place where 3 streams met beneath old willow branches. There, beneath a fern, a young night deer stood trembling. The little deer had wandered too far from its herd. The rain had softened the familiar scents, the mist had hidden the path, and every stream sounded almost the same. Rainspire Watcher lowered his head. His glowing eyes became gentle. He did not rush the deer. He did not tell it to be brave. He simply rested beside it and listened. The rain fell around them. The deer's breathing slowed. The willow branches whispered overhead. At last, Rainspire Watcher spoke in a voice as soft as distant water. "You are safe," he said. "The rain has not taken the path away. It has only made the world quieter." Then he lifted one wide wing and sheltered the little deer from the rain. Beneath that silver canopy, the valley sounded different. Softer, clearer, kinder. "Listen," said the dragon. So the deer listened. At first, it heard only rain. Then beneath the rain, it heard the stream to the left, the hollow cedar ahead, the little waterfall behind. And far beyond the trees, it heard quiet steps of its herd. The deer's ears lifted. Rainspire Watcher smiled. "There," he whispered, "the valley still remembers you." He walked beside the young deer through the mist until the herd appeared beneath the trees. The little deer hurried forward, and the others welcomed it gently. Rainspire Watcher watched for a moment, then turned back toward the rain. The valley was calmer now, but the rain still had more to say. Near an old stone bridge, the drops tapped softly on a fallen branch. Rainspire Watcher followed the sound and found a cluster of glow-moths beneath it. Their tiny lights flickered blue and white in the rainy dark. They had been carrying moonflower pollen across the valley, but their resting place was covered. To some, such a thing might have seemed too small to matter. But the Rainspire Watcher knew better. Small lights mattered, small journeys mattered, and small things cared for gently helped the whole valley remain peaceful. So the dragon lowered his long silver tail, the glow-moths fluttered closer, one by one, and settled along the shiny strands. Very carefully, Rainspire Watcher lifted them across the wet stones to a dry hollow beneath a broad leaf. There they rested safely, glowing like stars near the ground. The rain softened, the valley grew still, but from the mountain wall above, Rainspire Watcher heard one final sound. A hollow dripping, deep inside the old stone cave. He climbed slowly toward it, past the waterfall, past the misty ledges, until he reached the oldest pool in Rainspire Vale. The pool had rested there for hundreds of years. It was fed by rain, hidden springs, and quiet mountain water. Usually, its surface was smooth as glass, but tonight, small ripples moved across it again and again. Rainspire Watcher stepped closer. Pebbles had slipped from the cave wall, blocking the little channel where the pool flowed back into the valley. The water was not afraid, it only needed a way forward. So the dragon lowered one careful claw and moved the stones aside, one by one, slowly, gently. At last, the channel opened. The water slipped through with a soft sigh, and the pool became still again. Outside, the streams began to sing more evenly. Rain on leaves, water over stone, mist through trees. The breath of sleeping creatures. All of it gentle, all of it safe. Rainspire Watcher closed his eyes and listened. Rainspire Vale was peaceful again. So he stepped back into the night, spread his silver wings, and rose softly into the mist. He flew over the old stone bridge, over the willow trees, over the resting deer, over the glow-moths beneath their leaf, and over the quiet pools reflecting hidden stars. At last, he returned to his high stone spire. There he folded his wings, curled his tail around the rock, and lowered his head beneath the rain. He knew that not every guardian needed to face great danger. Some guardians listened, some noticed when a small creature was afraid, some carried tiny lights to shelter, some cleared one quiet path so the water could flow again. And sometimes that was enough. Far below, Rainspire Vale slept beneath silver rain. The leaves shimmered, the streams whispered, the mountains breathed softly in the mist. And high above it all, Rainspire Watcher kept his gentle watch. Listening, always listening, until the rain itself seemed to whisper, "Good night." And as the night grows still, the guardians continue their watch. and their light remains with you until morning. If you enjoy calm dragon legends and quiet guardian stories, subscribe to Legends of the Flame and return again for another tale from the realms where the dragons still watch.